Hi everybody, this is Saad for the Sad Truth. If I were to ask you to think of an individual in the world today who embodies the ideals of compassion, uh, the oneness of humanity, and all other lofty, wonderful characteristics, many would say the Dalai Lama. And so let's see what the Dalai Lama says regarding the current refugee crisis that is being addressed across the West. Did he say that we should have open borders so that we could have oneness and compassion? Or did he exhibit a functioning brain that suggests that it is impossible and untenable to maintain the current policies? Well, it turns out that he's not as, quote, compassionate as you might think. It turns out that he said, and I've added a link to a article where they report on what he said, that currently there are too many refugees that are coming in to Europe. Of course, shortly the same will be said of other places in the West. He said that Germany cannot become an Arab country. It is untenable to have so many uh, folks coming from alien cultures that ultimately alter the fabric of the host culture. Now, this is the gentleman who embodies oneness of humanity, who embodies compassion, right? Is he racist? Donald Trump has said similar things, or at least the gist of what he said was exactly that. He said, let's halt immigration temporarily until we find out how to handle the matter. And for that, he is branded a racist, bigot, Nazi. So, what is it that's different? Why is it that the Dalai Lama can enunciate exactly the same position as Donald Trump? As a matter of fact, the Dalai Lama added that it should be expected that the refugees who come to the West should then come so temporarily and return back to their countries uh, to help rebuild their countries. And so he's not even suggesting that they be allowed to come and stay permanently, but rather that as a measure of compassion, one should help those who are fleeing uh, hell and war and killings and violence. But then they should be expected to go back to their countries and rebuild their countries. So, to recap, we have the Dalai Lama, the embodiment of the oneness of humanity, the embodiment of compassion, the embodiment of all progressive ideals of humanitarianism, who is stating that there are too many refugees that are coming to the West from alien cultures that will ultimately change the fabric of the host cultures, and that these refugees should ultimately go back to their countries. So, should we conclude that he is a fair minded man who operates and navigates in the realities of the real world, or should we also brand him as a neo Nazi, Islamophobic, racist bigot? I'll leave you to make that decision. Have a good day. Cheers.